everyone. This is Kelli Calabrese. Welcome to your intentionally fabulous tip of the day. So, today is about clutter. Are you someone who has clutter in your life? I dare you to clean up the clutter. So, here's what clutter really represents in your life it's so much more than just one junk drawer. We're talking about if you have clutter, whatever season you're in your life, in whatever areas. And usually it's not just one thing. So it might just be your office, but maybe it's also your car and your pantry and your closet and your living room, your laundry room. It tends to represent a lot of different areas of your life. Clutter represents unfinished business. It is constantly on your mind. Every time you get in your car, every time you get in your closet, there it is. It is unfinished. It takes up good energy and good brain space. And really, it is not just a habit, but it becomes a personal issue in how you live if you're keeping clutter around. For some people, when they have clutter around, they literally cannot think. There's a study called Feng Shui about the flow and the energy in your space. And if it's cluttered, it literally affects your mind. It feels dirty, it feels exhausting, it takes your energy away. Clutter is just a bad habit. It's not taking care of things. You're just kind of putting it somewhere, putting it off till later, and not doing what needs to be done right the first time whenever possible. It just feels like unhandled things, and that could include grief. So maybe you're carrying things from your past around that you just haven't sorted through yet, things that remind you of relationships and people and seasons of your life that are no longer relevant, that are no longer in the present, that are just kind of holding you down, holding you back, keeping you in the past. It's a blockage. It feels like a discord in your life. You can't focus, and it needs to be handled. To be honest, you can't make decisions when you're in a cluttered space. You're wasting time. Research even shows you're wasting money. When I built my first house, when I was, I guess, 29 years old, I read a book, How to Build Your House for Dummies. And I remember reading that a clean job site saves you 10% on the job. And I can remember going to the job at the end of the workday, and contractors would just, have stuff everywhere. And I would go and I would clean up, and I would find, a box of nails and, all kinds of things that they would wind up going out and repurchasing because they couldn't find it hidden underneath something. So, a friend of mine who is a very high end builder, huge homes, when I would go to her houses, I would see signs that would say if your work wasn't cleaned up at the end of the day, you would be fined $500. That job site was clean. She knew that lesson. So, why declutter? First of all, when you declutter, I'm not kidding you, it is just the greatest feeling of satisfaction. It is almost magical. Yes, I will say that. When you start with even a small project, a drawer, a desktop, a countertop, your car, it just feels like you have incredible certainty and clarity in your life. People who are in a space that is not cluttered, they sleep better. There's just a flow and good energy. They have more emotional growth. They actually do earn more money. Research shows that people who are organized and not cluttered, because they can think better, make decisions quicker, that they can actually earn more money and save money. Because if your office is a mess, your desk is a mess, there's a good chance that your finances are not in order either. And you could obviously miss paying bills, pay fees, those kind of things where it's costing you money not to be organized. So you will have more time because it's more efficient. When you take care of things, when it's in that moment, you never have to do it. For example, something as simple as laundry. My grandmother, who lived with us for a while after my grandfather passed away, used to say, do the right thing the first time and every time, and then you never have work to do. So, for example, with the laundry, it takes literally less than 5 minutes to get it out of the laundry machine, to get it folded and get it put away versus, leaving it in the dryer, then putting it in the basket, then putting the basket out, then sort of picking your clothes from the basket to put on, then they're wrinkled, and it's just always on your mind. So it might seem simple, but these are those small things like making your bed, which make a big difference in your day. It saves you time because it's not on your brain, you're not thinking about it. And then when it comes to do something, you have the freedom to go and do it instead of going, oh, wait, I've got piles everywhere. There's dishes in the sink and there's laundry to be folded and so on. So you're getting rid of the old, used, exhausting stuff. Start small if you're someone who has clutter and just pick one thing a day. Carve out 30 minutes, and in 30 minutes, you will be surprised at how much you can get done. And over time, you will start to just feel so much more joy because these areas of your house are more organized and clean. But you're also blessing someone else with the stuff that you no longer need. So whether you give it away, donate it, um, find someone who can use what you no longer need. That would absolutely be a treasure to them. There's so many good rules of thumb. For example, in your closet, if you have not worn it in a year, it's a good idea to bless someone else with it. You're probably not going to wear it. If you have worn it a million times and you are just sick of it, give it away. Give it to someone else, bless someone else with it, and bring something new in that gives you new energy, new life, and makes you feel good. It is inspiring to remove the old stuff. It feels good, I promise you. And just like some of you may have an old relationship and you have things around that remind you of that and it's no longer serving you, give that away. It is freeing to your soul. There's opportunity on the other side of giving things away because now you're making space to receive new and better things that serve a higher level you. So declutter whatever it is in your life that you want to declutter. Start somewhere. Maybe it's the physical things, maybe it's emotional things, maybe it's your finances, but I want to dare you to declutter. I promise you, it's amazing. So just want to remind everyone that speaking of cleaning things up in your life, I am doing a free webinar. There's one tomorrow. There's one on Thursday. There's one on Sunday. Go to intentionallyfabulous.com whenever you're watching this to see when the latest free webinars are coming up. I'm going to be sharing the 8 strategies that I use to go from grief, sadness, depression, anger to a place of not only health, but intentionally fabulousness. And I want to help other women do the same. So please do join in. Invite any girlfriends who are going through any stages of separation, divorce, breakup, who are just ready to be well, be better, and live an amazing bonus life. So there's your intentionally fabulous tip of the day. Come back tomorrow for the next tip, and I hope you guys have an amazing, intentionally fabulous day.